All right, it's been a minute. It has been a minute since I've gone live from this little itty bitty channel. I know I made a post hours and hours ago. Energy levels were different, pre work. But I saw one of the OGs leave a comment, and a few of you left a comment, and I just felt wrong about not following through, regardless. I had some issues with the phone. I spent maybe an hour tinkering away at that thing, but whatever the case, here I am, as I said I would be. And aside from being very introspective about how everything started on this channel, hey, Jamie, it's good to see you. Wow, speaking of thinking of where I came from, this individual, my friend Jamie, how long we known each other now? I think it's been over 20 years. We knew each other on social media before it got as convoluted as it is now. We were on LiveJournal. I think that was before MySpace. Simpler times. We were able to kind of 2004. Really? My God, I was like 21 years old at that time. Actions, what's up, man? It's great to see you. I hope you're well. I hope everybody's well. I hope work ain't whooping your ass too much, man. I'm just right now before I click any clips or something to get people's attention. I think often people when they hit that live button, maybe no matter how used to it you may be, nerves may get to you, and we rely heavily on something. We got to put something to for people to watch. All the attention's on me. I don't know what to do. That was very much true when this little crazy freak accident happened. I'm not going to go through all of the things. Everybody knows when it all started, it was a crazy little world. And I was trying to figure out what to do with this place and this space. It was an honor. I was put up on a pedestal undeservedly. I don't know that I'd change anything. I mean, I guess we all would want to if we could, but we don't, and we are where we are. And it's humbling. It's humbling regardless. But Jesus, actions, that name, that random name, I want to, speaking of, what up, Shep? Good to see you, man. It's a party. Mr. Barebones, that was, I think, on the tail end. Like he and I met, we spoke, and then I like just rewinding back to those years. He and I spoke, IRL on the phone about what to do with our channels, and then it took a twist. And that, I think I have some remorse for. I do. And I hope he's okay. I hope his family's okay. It's no secret how he ended up. He left YouTube behind and he decided to focus on mental health. His last post was about what he witnessed at a rehab. No, he put himself in the like a 5150 situation. He just needed a break. And I think a lot of people forget how human we are when we agree to, put that button on and everybody can see you, everybody can judge you, everybody can say whatever they want. And I was very ill prepared for that freedom. I let it get to me. I let others that had, you know, sway or a large influence or audience, other channels that I'd watch. I was always the observer, and then I was in the soup. And some of those ingredients, when you're cooking, it got a little hot in the kitchen, and I'd just try my best to put a front on, and hide any emotions. And I'd mix in. I shared so much of myself. It's used against me to this day, and he lost his. I saw that coming. 8 hour live. By God, I remember when I would just stay up on here and let everybody come on. I still remember some of the very first people that came onto this live stream. I remember when I met a lot of you for the first time. And that's the honor, that's the reward of it all. Some of the lives that I've found myself, mixed up with getting to know those of you, and some of the things that the world that started to build as a result of this just got so intense. Everybody has their biases, their agendas, and then there's a undue pressure, an unexpected pressure that is presented on the person that's on this screen. And I think I know there's people that I failed. There's one person I have in mind. I miss her, and I pray she is well. Her family put that woman through some shit, just all through this craziness. I let it all get to me. Yeah, man, your name was birthday chat supervisor, and I was like, dude, I'm not calling you that. I'm calling you Mr. President, and you will always be Mr. President. It feels weird to like want to segue. I'm just gonna really, really be relaxed. No Red Bulls, no coffee, no caffeine. El Natural. Let me go a little fractal here. Something I stumbled on, and I may just go just back and forth between the journey of then and now. I can't censor myself. All right, an undeniable aspect before I get into it. I'm gonna go through Facebook real quick, and then there's a video that's very critical of our country. But so I'm a boomer, and as a result of using Boomer Book here, the guy. He's the reason I'm stuck with all these crazy subs, and I have at times gone through just to see all the people that did subscribe. Some people with their own large channels. It's amazing what just one moment of putting a name up can do. But that is the past. Right now, I'm scrolling because yes, the name that I'm referencing here is the dude Upchurch fella, and I'm not gonna get lost in the sauce here. But have you guys been seeing some of this stuff? Like he was going live. He went live and he was taking a piss and he was talking about the kidnapped my fiance kidnapped my kid, and man is crashing out. But this channel wouldn't have had the presence it did. I wouldn't be known in this strange little area of YouTube if that didn't happen. Let me see. What is this? I'm looking at one of his videos. Oh, he's sharing a video of, I guess, people he's rented out to. Did he delete the lives of the alleged kidnapping? Apparently. We don't have to look at that. Here's something I do want to look at. Maybe I'll add commentary, or of course I got to add commentary, but this is open format for him. Like whatever is brought up in chat, I'll probably address. It's gonna get a little wild, I guess. All right, let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Yeah, no Red Bull. I'm feeling okay, I promise. There's no jitters happening here. All right, so I already opened the video. You guys see this? Per chance? All right. This is an undercover video of the FBI that had Epstein's butler. And from what I understand, because I haven't watched too much of it, he was offering all of the information and the records. Everything that this video describes flies in the face of every statement Kash Patel made, saying that there's no evidence of, the T word, trafficking. Yeah. So if you haven't seen this, I don't know when this got released. Let me see how long this has been sitting here. 1 day ago. All right, let me know if you've seen any of this. I'm gonna do. My phone was effed up at some point, but if you just listen to what this dude's saying, and this is in 2009, so how many presidents were sitting on this while there was an active investigation? curious.
And
Hold,
okay,
hold
I
up
got
here.
questions from Brad I need to ask you.
Okay,
That
mess
way
with
you
the
don't have
volume
to
too.
worry about meeting Brad again, not to talk to Brad
Okay.
again.
All right.
You know, we'll get that squared away, okay?
All right.
So what he's doing is trying to he's getting all the records of all the girls, and I think this is an FBI agent right here. So the implication would be every administration, every FBI director knew damn well what was going on. So I had, our friend Can Khan, he's always telling me, he called it a long time ago. Trump is an asset for the FBI. That's why we uncovered a phone call to them back in 2008. That's 1 year before this little sting operation. And there's got to be like Epstein fatigue. There's people out there with their bad takes and whatnot. But yeah, we're fixated, and I think righteously so, because we want to see the truth. We understand there's a procedure, there's a protocol. Things have to be redacted, and there's an overall concern about people in power getting caught, and it's gonna put our Dow Jones or stock market in the shitter. I don't know. At this point, I think people are so fatigued and pissed off. They are prepared for anarchy just to get this over with, just to rip the band-aid off. Let me make sure that this is actually being shared. All right. Just curious if you guys have seen this. Yeah, but that's right. He's banned for 3 months, by the way. 3 freaking months.
Whatever. This is the real McCoy.
Sometimes with StreamYard, my computer goes wild. Oh, no. Don't do it to me now. Of course you are. This happens during Stuck in the Middle. Can I even be heard right now? Why? I'm stuck in a perpetual frozen screen, a nightmare. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh my goodness. You try to do something and follow through. Hold on. I might just return. Son of a bitch monster. I have to I have to kill it. I have to restart. I apologize. Piece of shit. Oh my god, it still works. Are you kidding me? What is I don't like. Why do I hear my voice? Oh, I okay. This is so fun right now. Shut up, you. Okay. Okay. So I just tried to play footage and or clips. Is that a sign? Should I just talk my shit? Let me see. Let me read some shite. What in the F, man? I think there's just so much crap on my computer. I never like tend to it, do maintenance or anything. Share screen. Anybody, you know what? Open invite with a little caution. If somebody wants to come up, I think that'll be safer, perhaps even easier than sharing. And I hope my audio is there. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Here, let me get the stream key or something. Invite guest if somebody wants to. And there's such a wide array of people. I'm trying my best not to fall into maybe some of those old habits where there's certain individuals that have what's up, Public Enemy? Certain individuals that want to just keep on doing their best to get a reaction, and sometimes, especially from our own perspective, you feel vindicated in poking back, but honestly, I had a crazy little conversation with somebody from AAA of all places. My tire blew out recently on my 20-mile drive to work, and man, I was almost driving on the rim. It's crazy. I got pictures, but my phone is charged in a special place up in the sky. And this dude, I don't want to say anything too crazy because he might be watching this. I gave him the Stuck in the Middle channel. He was just telling me, he's 26 years old. Homeboy told me, bless his heart, I don't know what he's capable of. 26, never had a relationship in his life. But despite that, and saying he had quite a history, he gave me some tips, on life, how he deals with, depression, and talking about, any of the idle thoughts of maybe harming himself and whatnot. And it really comes down to something very, very simple: keeping your mind busy and trying to hone in on what you're going to put those crosshairs on, and not fall into something repetitious and negative that will very much just any vision you have, any mission you have, it will fall astray into the side, and you'll just be another drama channel, despite whatever work you're putting out there. If you're diligent and passionate about telling stories or being political or being something, anything, whatever it is, you're going to confuse people that start going to your channel and they just see you messing with others. Here, let me drop this real quick. Now I'm just going to leave it up to anybody else. I didn't expect to come back with success. Why is that? I just tried to play a freaking clip. Here, here's something that I wasn't comfortable about, and I'll just speak freely. Stuck in the Middle. Now, I love that show. I will always love that show, and I'm going to keep on doing that show pretty much till the wheels come off. But there's no denying there was a period there, right, where the algorithm gods really, really blessed us. It was like 4 months of a wild ride. We didn't know what to do with ourselves. We were just committed, and lo and behold, just I don't know. We don't know what changed, but we're proud. We're proud that we're still able to get people that are loyal, people that engage, even if it's regardless of the one person that calls in that just wants to talk about being a Nazi. What's up, Seafouse? You can come on up, by the way. It'd be great. Actions. Shep, you're a mystery man. You're the man of mystery. The most interesting man in the world. Jamie, I don't know if you're still here. I would have given up on the stream too. But yeah, feel free to come on up and just, I guess, talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. CFALs, by the way, is an individual that is now selling skateboards. You have that mod ship there, so feel free to drop any links for any of the projects that you all are doing. I hope those of you that have made channels since we met, however many years ago, are really trying and have learned from all of the chaos that we all found ourselves in for a good spell. There it is, CFALs, bigcartel.com. Well, I'm on StreamYard, so I can't click it, but it would be great if that a very simple mission we all had when we all started out would be just, hey, let's support each other. Let's root for each other. Let's try to succeed together. And man, it's a damn shame what happened to the communities that we had all aligned. We all kind of had our own respective, I don't want to call them armies because I don't treat them like, I'll talk some shit like Upchurch did, weaponizing his fanatics. And I think we are finally in a time where people see him for what he is now. I don't think he was always this person, but then I look at the patterns that he fell into, and maybe he was always taking advantage of having that attention, that influence, and being on that pedestal. Finally, like Gotcha Man's video said, what was it? Like the 3 or 4% of people, now that his woman ran off with the kid, they're starting to finally consider, oh, okay, maybe there is a problem. Maybe you're just catching on. Well, welcome. You have put the Kool-Aid down, and you are saluted for being an independent thinker and not letting anybody else influence what you see with your own eyes. And that's a problem that's from the bottom all the way up top, from your Section 8 housing to, the most rich elites in the world. Damn shame with what people are capable of, and it seems that there's just a consistency of going negative. You and like 3 people from the old channels, yeah, you still talk to, well, I know who we don't talk to. I'm still curious about some of the old folks. Mr. Pooh, aka DJ Bricks, he texted me today. He was asking something regarding true crime. I have to text him back. I need to get back to all of you. Please never take it personally. I am just clearly, it's not that I am anti-social by any means. My life requires that I be the opposite of that. And I'll put on this face, I'll put on that voice, I'll do the show. We're all doing the show. We're all dancing to some kind of tune. But we're trying to march to the beat of our own drum, right? Let's see. Let me go through something visual here. I gotta be careful if I'm right now I'm looking through X, which is a brand new hobby. Hobby is a strong word, by God. But I do want to see documents reveal. What do we got? What's trending now on X? I'm afraid to play that damn video. Again, that was a video of somebody that was giving up all the goods, all the information of somebody that could have given documentation of every victim. And I don't know where it went. That was the first time I started to watch it and get that far. No conspiracy, just shitty internet, shitty computer. So many things need an upgrade here. Not so much in my life, but just there's things that need to be tended to. Let me see here. What's this? U.S. Okay. Let me. Oh, gee shucks. Let's at least share the screen so you can see the nonsense and the drivel. Documents revealed Thomas Barack? No. Okay, that's all right. Maintained contact with Epstein after 2008. Did I also hear that Obama was mentioned in the files? Remember, there's mentioning and then there's being involved and actually engaging and talking. But I'm not gonna make any claim here. So there was a U.S. ambassador to Turkey and special envoy to Syria remained in close contact. Yeah, okay. Even after the conviction, soliciting a minor. Epstein asked Barack, people are going to have fun with these words and headlines, to send photos of you can see that, right? Of a kid to make him smile. Who is Thomas Barack? Let's do some real time little, what do you call this? Not research. I wouldn't go that far. Thomas Barack. Who the F? Thomas, U.S. Ambassador to Turkey. Oh, look at this piece of work right here. Still alive. Still alive. Based on everything we heard in just that small snippet, he should be doing some time. Trump insider. Tom Barack kept in regular contact. Okay. So 9 hours ago, 3 hours ago, Epstein secrecy orders. This is the Daily Beast. To Trump's wealthy henchmen. The Daily Beast. All right. Allegedly. Yes, let's thank you for the wisdom. Yo, stuck in the middle. Look, hey guys, it's that show I was briefly talking about. That show, What Do You Know? Yeah, again, this is not. Oh shit, I see you. I sees you. There you are. Are you in Seafowls?
What is happening?
Yeah, there you are. What's up, G? I'm gonna get you on there. How the hell are you?
Hi, Internet.
The internet bids you a hello right back. Is everything good with the audio? What? What's the matter? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you're muted. That's okay. I like tech difficulties. No. Oh man, I was totally gonna play off of the fact that there's somebody else and I don't have to just keep on kind of ranting and babbling on. Show ya no throw mo low. Throw mo. All right, we're gonna give Seafowls another shot at it. This does take me back. Actions. Do you remember the very first people that popped up on this panel? What was it? Scuba Sam. She's still around. So many people. There's some people that I know they get. There we go. Seafowls is back. Hi,
Oh, hey.
internet. There you go.
Hi, Internet.
All right, you are unmuted. Fantastic. How the hell are you, bud?
Good. I don't know what that was. I didn't have audio and I couldn't click any buttons. I'm not sure what that was. And I have a double light glare going on.
That's okay. There's only during Stuck in the Middle do I care about like the light. I have a special equipment for just that. This is just a go with the flow, chill stream. Something that I've been saying I'd do for quite some time. Hey, Nikki, holy crap! See, it's always refreshing. It's amazing to see some of the people I've known for a long time just pop in. Just that's what I'm talking about. A community to some degree that we've made. What you been up to, man?
Just skating as much as I possibly can, which sounds like I'm fucking off all day, but I'm literally trying to get this board company started so that we can so that I can donate skateboards to this recovery center thing I'm helping out with. Just kind of cut out the middleman and skate for recovery, really.
So how many moving parts have you got going here? Like you have a website.
I do have a website now. I mean, I'm working with a board press company that some of my friends back in Washington were working with. So I put in the order like a week and a half ago now. It'll probably take 2-ish more weeks before I actually get the boards. And then, yeah, I have that seafowls.bigcartel.com website to sell them on. And then just been hitting it really hard on social media. I'm just uploading little like minute long kind of ad things almost every day as much as I possibly can.
I hope you appreciated the promotion when Josh played the Jesus skating video. We all know, we admitted, that was one of your boards.
It was, yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's no alleged. That was factual. And man, did he ever? He killed it. It was amazing. There was no AI involved. That was legit with your own eyes, real shite. So
I mean, Jesus shreds for our sins, you know? Like, he says wearing a fucking demon hockey jersey, but whatever.
hey, you know what? I'm personally over the people out there that use any optic or detail they can so they can keep on preaching their false, I am so pious and I'm this and that, when their actions speak completely opposite that. I find it refreshing that somebody is just true to form. That's your style. I have a style, and I don't care what anybody says or judges. And
All I know is every single time in my life when I've been going through whatever difficulty, whether it's like getting sober for the fourth time a couple of years ago or just like breakups, whatever it is, I always just lean into Juggalo shit. And every single time it reminds me, like, oh, yeah, these are my people. This is my place. Like, look down on it all you want, but Juggalos have saved my life more times than I can count at this point.
I learned something new about the Juggalos. This I'd never known. Maybe this is shocking. They are a recognized prison gang.
Word. So it's kind of a gray area now. I think it was like 2011 or 12. The FBI full on classified Juggalos as a hybrid. What was it? I think it was just called like a hybrid gang or something, where basically they said some people who listen to ICP also sell drugs. So obviously they're an organized crime ring. And Jay and Shaggy thought it was funny at first. They were like, yo, we're an actual gang now? Like, what's up, dog? Until people legit started getting arrested and put in the gang unit in jail, and like people were losing custody of their kids because they're gang members now, and ICP shows were considered gang rallies, so they like couldn't find venues to do shows at and whatever. So they sued the FBI and it got dropped a bunch of times, and finally they brought it all the way to Supreme Court. And basically they got to the Supreme Court and the judge was like, this is stupid, why are we here? So the feds aren't legally allowed to back that. So if I got arrested here in LA and the LAPD tried to pin a gang label on me, I have every right to sue the dog shit out of them for wrongful persecution, is basically where that's at.
Okay, I had no idea how deep it went. The only reason why it sounds so fresh from me is because, God bless social media, some random, I think, TikTok type video was on Facebook when I was doom scrolling, and they showed what he would allege was a recent video of a bunch of juggalos moshing to ICP music and initiating a member. But who knows in terms of what
getting a Fago shower? That's like the only.
Oh, stomping.
I've never heard of.
They were stomping somebody down, to beat him up so he can be officiated and accepted amongst this gang. And they were all of the juggalos in this particular video, where if I can find it again, I don't know how much I can play, but they were all put into PC as well. We're sort of like high security or something.
Oh, was this in an actual jail?
Yes. Yeah, it was footage taken inside of a jail.
Okay, I thought you meant just like at a show or something. I was like, that guy was probably being a dick and he was getting beat up. Yeah, I can see if you're in jail and you meet a bunch of other juggalos, I can see like forming a gang, so to speak, just because like everyone else is in there, you know what I mean? It's a racial thing, it's a gang thing. Like, I guess I can kind of see that.
I was keeping an eye out because for the time that I dabbled in the ICP scene, this is back with Great Malenko. I don't want to get the albums wrong. There was 3 core albums that my buddy Zach got me hooked on. But fast forward, what am I even getting at here? Just what was clear to me is that yes, what I was watching was them jumping somebody so they can be accepted, and I was looking for anybody that was maybe like kind of diverse because they accept everybody, is what I understand from back
I
in the
mean, at
day.
least they're keeping true to that in jail. We do
But
accept everybody.
no, but the video was all they were all white boys with like tattoos everywhere, all white dudes. So that
This
confused me.
this may come as a shock, but being a dirty clown and spraying soda everywhere is predominantly a white thing. There are
Yeah,
black juggalos, but not many.
yeah, but like when you look at the concerts or the footage, like it is very diverse. I'm not talking woke diverse. I mean within that echelon, everybody does appear very welcome, like a family. Very, just everybody's embraced. There's no bullshit. There's no politics. But that's why I don't know. Maybe that's just too dangerous to aspire for in an actual prison or jail. Maybe they have to keep it like racially quotation pure. Or
I
and
mean, I don't think you have to, but I know like the white supremacists are not going to be cool with you being a white guy hanging out with a black dude. So like it is kind of like pick your battles, man. Do you want to fight the Aryan Brotherhood or do you just want to not talk to the black guy?
or be targeted by every gang for breaking that like little rule there. I maybe that's why they were all moved to the more secure area of the prison. I mean, I don't know. This is a lot of speculation off of like a 3-minute video, but
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be. But like, speaking of, I guess, diversity and like the whole family thing, literally the last show I went to, I ended up standing next to a family. It was like two people that were maybe in their early 50s, and then a dude and a chick that were married or dating or whatever that were like our age, and then a couple kids that were probably like 21, 22. And I was just kind of hanging out, doing my thing at the ICP show. And I started talking to these guys, and come to find out, the older dude, the like 60-year-old dude, was like, no, I'm the one who's into this shit. I brought my whole family here. This is my wife and my oldest daughter and my youngest son. And I was like, yo, that's dope. Family day out to a Juggalo show.
yeah, see, and that's not crazy for me at all to hear. Like, I got to experience some of that. Just juxtaposed to I guess the jail experience. It's never gonna be what it is on the outside world. It's a whole separate world. But yeah, like as White Dragon is saying, that I assume if they were to embrace the tenet of yep, everybody's invited, that would make them the number one targeted gang in the entirety of that penitentiary. So maybe they do have to play by the rules regardless.
I'm sure there's that. It also kind of depends. Like, we don't know what these people did to go to prison. If they have some kind of weird charges on them, that's like immediately strike one if you don't have good paperwork.
I'm not even going to share what the presenter, the narrator host, was saying. Because first off, how the hell would he know the charges of
I
all
know
these
exactly what
dudes?
he's saying. He's saying the same thing they say about we're all PDFs and we're all this and that. Like, I know exactly what that dude was saying.
He leaned heavy onto yeah, that's what and like he seemed very boastful, proud. Like that's it doesn't surprise me. That's what that's why they're all in PC or whatever. And yeah, it was a video just kind of ranking on him, but that's how the internet works, haven't we learned? You got to outline every negative possible and make it as negative. Period. He gave no positive, reflections of what it is outside of that one 3-minute video.
I would like to say, I'm reading the chat. I'm doing a U. Uh, I would like to just ask White Dragon why not, and also say honestly, at this point, it's mostly young people that are into ICP's music. They got a resurgence of like teenagers liking them again.
Like
And
I haven't.
also, if there is any like if there's a fight or some crazy shit happens at an ICP show, 90% of the time it's because whoever's getting beat up was being a creep and we're policing ourselves. Like it's not just some free for all, oh, you're going to get stabbed, but if you come in there acting like an asshole, we're going to beat you up. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to an ICP show in so many decades, but I do remember there's definitely like a self-enforcer kind of a gig and vibe all over the place. If there is someone being a dick or bullying or whatever, going against like the code, so to speak, they would be handled or sternly talked to. It wouldn't even, and violence was always the last resort. And it did seem very, it was almost like a Ren Fair vibe.
Yeah.
Families were aplenty. Families were riding in golf carts, but of course, I guess there's certain sections. I mean, this was a big field where some of the, ladies are getting real skimpy, like, so to each their own. If it comes, it depends what your flavor is and what you're going out for.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like if you think about it this way, it makes complete sense because Juggalos get shit on in the media. We're the most hated band in the world, and we get shit on the internet, and we get shit on in real life, and we get shit on at our jobs, and we get so when we actually get the chance to go to a show, this is like supposed to be our happy place. So if someone comes in there and tries to fuck that up, like, okay, we're gonna beat you up and kick you out because this is maybe the one time a year we get to hang out and just do our thing.
Yeah, it was like my friend that got me into ICP, and it took a little bit, but then I just fell in love with the style of the music at that time, and I'm talking like 1997, 98, 99. Yeah, I saw just a lot of positive. There was no negative. Maybe that's associated with the age I was at that time, but yeah. So they still are doing their thing. They're still putting on shows, right?
Oh yeah, they just put on a show. Well, actually, they have one coming up at the end of the month, and then they've been on tour like the whole last year. I think they're taking a break from touring for a little bit, but Violent J is doing a lot with his pro wrestling promotion, JCW, and they're trying to get their pro wrestling promotion like not mainstream per se, but like more recognized. Like I don't know how into the wrestling world you are, but there's a bunch of little promotions popping up now that WWE kind of shit the bed. So Violent J's throwing his hat in that ring and like trying to do more wrestling shows and be like a real pro wrestling company.
I remember they got themselves involved in like what WWE for a spell. Like
They wrestled in all the major promotions throughout from like the late 90s till like the mid 2000s or so. And then Shaggy fucking broke his neck again. And the doctors were like, you can't do this anymore. You'll die.
so they try to make their own little federation. Like that's their platforming their own wrestling thing.
Yeah, JCW is like their WWE essentially. It's obviously not that big and well known, but yeah, they have like random independent like local talent dudes on their roster. It's fucking sick. And it's not PG. So like shit'll get rowdy and if we don't like the way a match goes, like people will throw beer into the ring. Like it's very early 90s attitude era WWE. It's dope.
I'm looking up. Oh, there's Psychopathic Records, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Oh yeah, 9 days ago, 3 days
Yep.
ago. Oh, there's episode 6 to 9. Nice.
Nah.
2 days ago. I don't know if any of this is like copywritten, so, but I'm curious. Hold on.
People
You
waste
might hear a little
1,400
ad in the
hours a year
background, but I
scrolling on
gotta
their
see something for
phones. With
myself.
Purdue Global, you can
Gotta
turn
see what
that
this
time
looks
in.
like.
You see something in me that you just don't like.
Exactly what you think it is.
And I know that you're setting up this thing with Matt Cross to get involved in my matches.
I mean, not bad in terms. Okay, well, this is Psychopathic Records, so the subscriber count, over 500,000 plus. This is okay. They got a niche. It's definitely something that's gonna grow, and there's names that are being dropped in the comment section. So, hell yeah,
Yeah, they brought in. I don't know how familiar you are with the wrestling world, but Vince Russo, once upon a time, was kind of like
Paranoia.
on top of
To me.
like WCW and everything that wasn't WWE. Well, he worked in WWE for a while, but either way, Vince Russo is a big name in writing, in wrestling, and they brought him in, and there he is, killing it.
Which one is he? Is he the dude with the short hair? I'm guessing. Because
He was the dude. He was the dude in the cutscene like 45 seconds ago. The older dude with gray hair.
Older dude. Okay. Wow. Damn. It's packed with juggalos, man. This reminds me of like my middle school days and maybe like 9th grade all over again. Me and my friends loved backyard wrestling. We hurt ourselves in all the stupidest fun ways. I wonder if I could still do a suplex.
Yeah, it's very backyard wrestling. Like, they don't even use real tables. They just put a door in between two chairs. Like, it's DIY backyard actual wrestling.
This, just for shits and I'm gonna subscribe. There is let's just say the way my algorithm. I think I can't be alone in this, but my algorithm is cursed because I am so all over the place between comic books, some video games, local. Does anybody here? Anybody, even you little bushwhackers, watchers, whatever. Does anybody watch Locale Live crap ever? This is the guiltiest. Like, I'm so guilty. Everybody's a scumbag that watches Locale Live. All right, everybody. But do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you watch it ever?
Stupid. What? Sorry, White Dragon said, "I suplex friends on a puffball. I'm dated," and that one caught me off guard. I watch it occasionally, but like, my guilty pleasure is, I mean, obviously, our biggest fan, Mr. Marty Marmar.
Oh God!
And then just kind of that same. Remember that the YouTuber, the wannabe lawyer chick, the little blonde YouTuber that I was having problems with a couple of years ago or so?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
There may or may not be some anonymous accounts that I'm aware of that go and fuck with her Twitter all day.
So that's still kind of an ongoing thing, I suppose, right? Somewhat.
Yes and no. The whole thing, like the actual like rumors and attacking people and all of that has calmed down, but she still just sucks a lot, and it makes me happy to troll her.
Can't say I can't empathize. Hold on, Locale Beth left the wait. Oh yeah. Mr. Upchurch. Why did I give any respect to that name? Ryan Upchurch has been an absolute freaking crash out. Like, even avoiding him on YouTube, and it's easier to do that with his 3-month ban. Well deserved, well earned. Way too late, but like.
Oh, did you get banned? Nice.
Yeah, 3-month ban. I'm curious as to what exactly it was. He was bitching about it on Facebook, but did you see the last? Like, I was there live as it happened, watching, and that little spark, that old YouTuber in me was like, "Oh, I'm one of the first before Gotcha Man makes. Maybe I should talk about this shit." But I'm exhausted with it. My guilty pleasure is not watching that man suffer and spiral. even though I will talk about this, like he put what does he put, like a kidnapping charge or something
Oh
on.
yeah, I did hear about that. His girl finally left, and he's trying to say she kidnapped her own baby. Which I know you can kidnap your own child. I understand that, but a wife, or I don't know if they were married, whatever, a mother taking their baby and leaving a fucking pillhead is not kidnapping.
That's simple math to me. And my theory, and I think this is just a common sense take, is he was trying to get ahead of any moves that she could make by
He was.
reporting it. Yeah. And then
That's
the more I'm
that's the first thing. No matter who leaves who, that's the first thing any lawyer is going to say. Go get a restraining order against them.
and then he immediately goes live, pretending he didn't do the restraining order, and he's like, everything's fine. No, me and Beth are fine. Look, here's a picture of us DMing like a couple days ago. Just completely unaware of the reality of things. I, I don't. I'm numb to having concern, care. I feel, I guess, a little bad for the people that looked so highly up to him, but he's had so many chances. He's chased away everyone that's had his back, his family, and all that's left is the culties that want to talk about conspiracies and how he unveiled a trafficking ring. He also said he was going to run for president. So yeah,
Good luck with that.
Uh, on the locale shit real quick. I'm gonna name some famous, absolutely hated locales. Tell me if you know some of these. DSP.
Yep.
Okay, I like the reaction channels. I don't watch these motherfuckers like original content, but their reactions are just so fucking hilarious. Wings of Redemption. Like, I don't know why it feels good to hate someone, and it shouldn't. But I like watching that asshole suffer. I'm a product of the internet, and I recognize that. I don't think I should dislike this individual as much as I do, but he makes it so easy. These e-beggars, man. Yes.
Mike Bracken said sorry.
Trick.
Let's get back on ICP.
Yeah, well, okay. ICP are goats, but locals, you can't ignore them. Yes, Cyrax.
No, I definitely there's people I watch just to be like, look how much of a fucking dumbass you are. Like, at least I'm not you, man. God. And some of them have successful YouTube channels, and I still watch and go, man, your life must suck.
Well, all right. Well, do you know Cyrax, by the way? I think he's the top tier of all the local. Like, he is the most vilified.
I can tie this all in together. I don't know exactly what he did. I haven't looked into it. But the past
Everything.
week or two, a lot of the Juggalo pages I'm on are posting Cyrax and being like, yo, fuck this dude. I don't know what he did, but he started beef with the Juggalos.
You don't know what he did, bro? Oh, my God. Oh, he said he was a juggalo. That's why.
Oh,
Nobody wants that dude on their team. All right, like, he is the inventor of don't touch the poo when it comes to anybody getting too close to a locale. Because there was this funny story. This one dude decided he would go live. He learned that he was close to Cyrax's house. He's like, hey, guys, I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to ask to talk to him. All of the troll channels that literally make a good living off of posting the exclusive shit from this locale's content, they were like, don't do it. You're going to ruin your life right here, right now. Don't do it. He ends up knocking. One thing leads to another. There's somewhat of a physical altercation. I think the channels are afraid if it gets too illegal, because they do harass the guy, but he also deserves it. And maybe there's a debate to be had there about like mob mentality online versus a legit scumbag. I mean, he did all the things. You name it, he's done it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything. So the guy, he just got too involved. He got into like a little fight, and he was chased off the internet, out of his house, and he's like homeless. I forget the dude's name. And just like that, locale, like almost overnight, just because he got close This is like when I say king of the locales, the most hated. He got too damn close. Even if you go and try to get clout from punching him in the face, I don't know. I think it's bad for business. I think that's what it was.
Well, it is bad for business.
Asmongold Gold looking
I
like
get very
Cyrax.
conflicted on that one because I don't think you should show up to somebody's fucking house, and I don't think like that's doxing and showing up at someone's house are completely over the line. At the same time, though, I don't think homie deserves to be homeless now just because he would like. I feel like the internet just always takes everything one level above where it needs to be.
You may be right. This guy didn't know what he was walking into. He didn't know the level. You know, but he was chasing clout, and a lot of people wrote it off like, you know, he got what he deserved. He wanted clout, now he has it. Were the consequences overly robust and strong? Perhaps. Like his family disavowed him because they were getting harassed. Like, let me see if I could find some shit right quick. Like, oh, I still got the Juggalos playing in the wrestling. Hold on. Yes.
Nice.
Wings to
Giving
Redemption.
Jay a view.
Boogie2988. Tell me you're familiar with him. He faked cancer, that piece of shit. Keemstar's a locale. Nobody can convince me otherwise. But he's the smartest locale in the universe because he's sitting on a $6 million YouTube page. He has 26 shows that he's invented that run 24/7. He's invented the first 24/7 reality channel. They're scripted shit, but by God, it works. This little he's evil. He's an evil little gnome, but it works. Let me see if I can get this Cyrax fight real quick. Cyrax channels, I am just chilling. All right, don't come for me. There's not much you can milk here. All right, let's see. Okay, all right.
I mean, that's the other thing, though, is like you also can't. I know there's like a whole troll world of YouTube, and like you can't be a troll and then also be mad at somebody for trolling Cyrax. Like, what are we doing here, man? Are there no rules? Does nobody care about the goddamn rules?
Okay, so there are some of them that I'm subscribed to. I don't get involved in their chats, but they really take this seriously because it is how they feed their families. That's why they're so intent on the exclusives. They even try to maintain some level of control. They gatekeep, and they almost go through a process of vetting anybody else that wants to get in on, you know, the coverage. So that's a whole other thing. But let me see Cyrax. So there's so many stupid fights that happened, and Cyrax became almost mainstream news because he went and talked shit about like offing ice. So he was trending on Twitter, and that I think got all the trolls really nervous. I can't find the one. What's this? Oh, I think this. Hold on. All right, let's see. Kate Winslet's posting about Cyrax now. All right, so here's, I think, let me make sure I got this right. I'm so new to this. I'm going to play some Cyrax Gripe real quick. Let me know that you can see the stuff. Okay, boom. Baseball bat involved here. All right, a little volume. I think this is the guy that went there.
Sir, will you gotta go.
You need to quit! I have had enough of your antics!
What the? Okay, they put some reaction.
All you do is butt this, butt that! Shut up! I don't deserve shit! Everything you've done to me needs to quit!
Okay, random fella.
Fuck off! Enough is enough! You bullied me for 6 fucking years!
Come on. Oh, here he is. Come on. Come on by, buddy boy. Come on by, Cyrax.
Oh, you got a salt patch for this too. Okay, yes, thank you for the reactions.
Why will you leave me alone, boy?
That's it. Let it all out.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Who's the king? You are? Then run away now. Shut the fuck up. Fine. You win. You win.
Okay, all right. So there's so many videos like that. All right, he's let me see. Yes, the decoy, King Cobra. Thoughts on King Cobra, real quick? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, wasn't he the dude that was like a super alcoholic and people kept buying him booze and then he died like pretty recently?
That I think opens up an interesting conversation. Yeah, he is the most recent like locale loss, and what's kind of weird to me is how everybody loved to harass him. And let's not get it twisted here. Everybody was all for it when it's all fun and games and laughter and antagonizing. All of a sudden, when he passes, because his body just basically shut down, he did one live the very night he passed away to talk about what pain he was in, and he just fell asleep and never woke up. And then making him like a legend and an idol, and they're all the channels that partook in the bullying, all of a sudden they're crying about it and they're sad and they're like, he was one of the good ones. Where was that?
You don't get to bully this dude for however long it was and then turn around and be sad when he passed. Like, no, fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. And they pulled out all the stops, and it was for PR. I remember I was there during one of the lives for the King Cobra's father did a live stream funeral, and it was heartfelt. And he even said, I wanted to delete it and I wanted to say fuck the trolls, but this is not what he'd want. And I was watching the big channels in control of him when he was alive saying, don't donate. We don't want it. We don't want it looking like we're profiting off of this. So there's all these inner politics going on. And I don't know, man, there's the discussion of when is it okay? And is there ever a true redemption when you get to that point? I mean, I don't know.
Redemption as far as the people pretending they're sad, or as far as like Cobra himself?
Well, Cobra was one of the few, if out of all of his little controversies, he wasn't a juggalo, but he did like ICP. He was a big Aussie guy, and at worst, stupid decisions, making a fool of himself online, 100%, being an e-beggar. But he was the one that didn't have any of like the real serious controversies to my recollection, but still, he was a little on the spectrum, so he was an easy mark, and people built channels after channels and empires and archives and harassed him in every way you possibly can, doxing him. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the world we're in, and that won't ever change. Like that's it. Final clicks. Wait, in their eyes, they were sad because a lot of channels. Yep, amen. Trying to squeeze every little bit of sympathy and final clicks, and that's exactly what those memorial streams were. All those videos they made, and then the complimentary AI videos. You know how much he would have appreciated that love when he was alive? They made there was a crazy, amazing documentary about his life. Really get to humanize him. He wanted to be a rock star. He wanted to build his own castle that was like very Aussie inspired, but I don't know, man. You'd have to be the judge if he did anything that warranted all of the shit he got. He could not move around without getting harassed.
And I mean, I think you do bring a little bit of that on yourself. Like if you're getting trolled that bad, like what are you doing to make all these people want to troll you? But at the same time, I completely agree with the chat right now. It's people, you're right, he's an easy mark and he's easy to make fun of, And so all these other idiots who can't make any original content just make fun of the guy who's easy to make fun of in order to get paid on YouTube.
That ain't well. All right, here's I think one of the things that made him a target, and it makes almost all of these locals a target. Every one of them have this one thing in common: when they stream, they have this expectation that they're gonna get donations. They have a goal. They have to meet the goal. So this whole entitlement, I don't care how whoever was the pioneer or what. Some of these like Wings, Boogie, DSP, they beg, and that's the job they've chosen in life. That's never going to look good. That's never going to be a respected legacy. So I think even you could clean up your act if you're going to come on here and just beg for 4 hours. Yeah, exactly. Like DSP is one of the worst. Asmund Gold interviewed him, and he got some positive subs, and like he's saying his life has changed for the better. But now he just doesn't beg for the money. He says, "I could use the support," and it's just gut wrenching to watch. It's cringy.
Speaking of which, cfouls.bigcartel.com. Go order a skateboard. I need some money.
Perfect timing. Yeah, this. So, yes, no, please. See, that's working for something and telling you where the man can how to get it done and start on a project. Not just straight up saying, hey, there's a goal for the stream tonight. I need at least 120 to break even. That's fucking Wings.
Yeah. Well, and that's that same wannabe lawyer chick that I was talking about. That's pretty much what she's resorted to too. Now that the controversy is over, her channel is tanked. She's not getting the views that she was. So she just sits on there all day and complains about, well, I have bills and I have this and I have meh, 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 and gets her chat to sympathy give her fucking $10 because she's crying about it.
That's so manipulative.
Yeah.
Is it that her source, that celebrity fella that used to be the famous skateboarder guy with the show?
Fucking piece of shit. Yeah. No, so what happened there was, I'll just say it, I don't care. It was Bam. She got an interview with Bam when he was drunk and allegedly doing hard drugs, and basically right after the Jackass thing.
He was all
and went to her house and did an interview, and you could tell he was fucked up in the interview, and then left. And I want to say it was like a month or two later, I saw him do another interview where someone asked about her, and he was like, oh no, I had to block her number. She was calling me every day, texting me all the time, wanted me to do this for her channel and do that for her channel and do that. So it got to the point where even Bam himself was like, yo, get out of here. You are insane.
She was glazing him, and then she made his fight her fight, and that's how she was grifting. She was trying to say all monies that go to me is somehow going to help Bam. And that much I saw, I think.
So she got her start on YouTube. She legitimately graduated law school and got an internship at an actual law firm and was really being a lawyer. And then she got on the Britney Spears thing when everybody wanted Britney Spears to get out of her conservatorship. So she started talking shit about it. And then Britney Spears' manager or conservator at the time, I think, I'm not really sure, but Lou Taylor, a very well-known music manager in the industry, contacted her law firm and said, hey, I'm going to sue the piss out of you if you don't have your employee stop talking about me. So her law firm said, hey, you can't talk about her anymore. She said, well, I'm going to keep talking about it. And so they said, okay, we'll give you the opportunity to retire, but if you don't, you're fucking fired. So she literally chose to walk away from being an actual lawyer to go grift on the internet, talk shit about Britney Spears' manager, and beg for super chats.
Okay, that makes sense. And I haven't visited that area in quite some time. Is our old mutual that will not be spoken of still involved in any capacity?
What was that? Sorry.
our old mutual friend, is she still involved in all of that hullabaloo, or did she graduate and she's on her own path?
Not that I'm aware of, but I honestly don't know. I
And
just
oh, got you. Oh, and what about that one older lady with the blonde hair? Is she still going after everybody's livelihoods? The one
the
that
one I have a restraining order on.
yeah, and I jumped in. Yeah.
No, I don't know what happened. She kept violating my restraining order, and after like 6 months of me calling and sending them the proof and whatever, they finally arrested her dumbass. I think she sat in jail for like the weekend. It wasn't anything major. But ever since then, she'll post like randomly once every couple of months. I legit think they're monitoring her internet use now.
Okay, that would be for the best, because that was one of the most unhinged individuals I've ever seen. And just for the sake of, I think Seafowls would be very interested. Or Seafowls, hi Seafowls. White Dragon is interested because you were describing some of the board stuff. So again, the boards that you would be making is all for inevitably being able to charitably give to the needy, the homeless. Is that the end game, the goal? Like, describe the whole structure.
Well, I mean, this is a whole separate entity than the recovery thing. Like, this is just me kind of starting a business to try to hustle up some money. And I always figured I would do this, but I'm kind of doing it backwards. I thought I would start working at the recovery thing, save up some money, and then start a board company. But it turns out starting a recovery center is hard and takes a long time. I know, right? So it's me, and it's gonna be the Seafowls, the Carney brand, and I'm sure I'm gonna branch out and sell like clothing and hats and stickers and whatever. But part of the reason I got brought into all of this was because they like the idea of skateboard for recovery. So like
When you
if
say
you're
they,
new into recovery,
are you talking about like
huh?
some investors, like interested party?
I mean, my business partner has I have to be somewhat careful about what I say here, but my business partner had a business going before a certain wannabe lawyer YouTuber ruined everything. And get a business loan for $250 tax free. Can I do that? That would be so clutch right now. But my business partner had already kind of started all of this, and then all the online drama happened, and they kind of had to stop. Like, technically the business still exists, but they basically had to put a pause on it. And now they're trying to kind of get back into it and looking at like getting the place, like the actual building itself, we're thinking is going to be probably somewhere around Hollywood-ish, and like getting all the licenses and figuring out how to work with the state and figuring out how to bill like the state Medicaid thing that every state has.
It's infancy. That's apparent.
Yeah, it's still like basically pushing paperwork right now, but they did like the idea because the whole thing is supposed to be. It doesn't feel right to use the word fun when you're talking about recovery, but it's supposed to be more like, instead of everybody sitting around in a room being sad about how much being an alcoholic fucked up their life, okay, do a podcast. We're going to have like a paint studio. We're going to have like music equipment. We're going to have all this stuff. So it's like, okay, you don't smoke crack anymore. Put all that time and energy that you put into smoking crack into whatever, writing a novel, or but like I'm going to be teaching people how to film and edit and do YouTube stuff. It's like a more creative based, like
It's an
really it's
incentive for creative outlets.
and for mental health, because like obviously me, I go skateboarding fucking all the time, but the hardest part about my recovery was sitting in those rooms and just being like, hi, I'm CFALS and I'm an alcoholic, and talking about all the shit that I don't really want to think about, hence why I used to drink a lot. So let's do something that gets your mind away from that, but also isn't drugs or alcohol.
You know, by the way, even though, as White Dragon appropriately points out, not a financial advisor or anything, but I do think when it comes to something or anything regarding this kind of work that is like a positive for the state, you can look into specialized loans to some degree. So it is something that would be worth it. And by the way, hey, Nickel Gracing, I hope that's not true. Somehow, some way, it doesn't sound like it's that far-fetched. I hope he hasn't fallen that low. The gobbler. It's possible.
I mean,
I shouldn't get one guide and feed the, but I'm happy to read something ridiculous about the gobbler. He crashed out for a half hour on Triple T's. That's something I'm going to watch later. But yeah, no, for sure. You should definitely look into any business loans, especially if you have like at least a blueprint.
well, yeah, that's kind of, I guess, ultimately to answer your question there, to actually, as Josh would say, put a nice bow on top of everything. Yeah, it's going to be a more creativity based recovery. And my business partner and her current boss, who also works in the recovery industry, both really liked the idea of skating for recovery. And we've talked about doing like skate type events where I'll probably have like some of my friends come do live music and just throw like a recovery event. But ultimately, yes, there is going to be a part of the recovery center that is basically me teaching a skate course. And instead of making people who are addicts and already don't have any money go buy their own skateboard, well, golly gee, I own a skateboard company, so I can help you out, buddy.
That would be such a W. Thinking as far back as to how I found you, and like going way back to fucking Mr. Dodge and all that fuck shit. Which, ironically enough, I think like maybe a month ago or so, I stumbled upon a video because of the freakiness of the algorithm, and it's just a reminder where we all once were and how far we've all come.
Yep.
I feel like I personally, on my own recovery, I screwed up by not like clocking or documenting or writing or even just forgetting my sober date. Maybe if I go far back enough on my own channel and look at posts or something, but I know I've hit the 2-year mark. I really want to keep on building on that. But I just they say every person that's gone sober knows their date. And if they don't, that like they're full of shit.
The only reason I know when mine is because it was the day after I started rehab. Because I went to my intake and then went home and got shit hammered. And then I was like officially in rehab. So the only reason I know mine is because I literally have paperwork on it. I don't feel like you need to, know that you got sober in, let's say, November. And then every November you add another year to your tally marks. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not one of these people who's like, you have to like know exactly when you got sober and you have to count. It's been 6,947 days since I fuck all that.
It gets a little tiresome. It almost gets so exhausting that you're just like, I want to fucking drink just to stop counting. So
exactly. Exactly. The way I stopped drinking was, there was lots of little ways in there, but the biggest thing that helped me was to just be like, look, all that shit is in the past. That is not where I am in my life anymore. So why do I? Okay, it's been what is it? February. It's been 3.5-ish years since I quit drinking. None of that 3.5 years matters if I pick up a beer tomorrow. I don't care how long it's been. I care how long it will be.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that sentiment. And I think for all the reasons we've already outlined, I'm gonna do my own back trailing to have just a rough idea because I do want to know when I hit 3 years, and then so on and so forth. But the whole notching on the belt every single day, the days are long and the years are short. That's how it always feels.
Right. Also, thank you, White Dragon. White Dragon is complimenting my skateboarding.
Yes. Yeah, I put
But
that
no,
one-
I've always like, and I'm not saying don't be proud of it. Like, if you have a rough day and you don't drink, yeah, wake up tomorrow and say, God damn, I'm proud I didn't drink yesterday. Like, that's great. But also, I feel like the emphasis needs to be more on don't use tomorrow rather than, oh, I didn't use yesterday. That's
Right.
great. You can't go back and fuck up yesterday, but you can damn sure fuck up tomorrow.
Sorry, actions. It's okay. We're intellectuals. I could use this info as why I'm the pain in the ass that has, we know, that struggle with the tobacco, alcohol, and weed. I did take up cigarettes again for reasons I can't even articulate or comprehend. Some very selfish, maybe even morbid reasons. And I'm not even like inhaling the junk. I know I sound like Bill Clinton there, but it's just the act of
I
smoking
don't
makes me
believe you.
fucking doing something. No, I'm dead serious. What's up, Crop? Good to see you. And hello, not a bot, ordinary human. For any allegations of bots, so just you're all bots. We're bots. It is.
Hello, fellow ordinary human.
But yeah, what the fuck was I just thought? Yeah, so no, legit, man. Like my throat hurts a little bit because sometimes after work, I'll smoke like 4 cigarettes in a fucking row, and it's just
Yep.
literally it's the act of it. I'll inhale, but I don't feel it in my lungs. I'm not going like, it's not like when I smoked weed, which I can't even remember the last time I did that. But yeah, it's just something to do, and that's sad. There's so many other positive something to do's. But sometimes, I don't know, a walk is just a walk. A video game is just a video game. And then you just couldn't, puff. Fucking, I don't know, man. I can't explain that shit.
I've heard from like everybody that nicotine is the hardest one to actually drop. And B, I feel like, man, I don't do drugs anymore. I don't drink anymore. I don't do a lot of shit anymore. Can I just have one thing? Can I just smoke cigarettes, man?
I've cold turkey cigarettes multitude of times. Like, I smoked for, let's say, 10 years, and I just stopped completely because I don't think I know I used to inhale more, but it's just I don't think I was ever getting the full experience, so I never had withdrawals. I just missed the act of it in and of itself, which is why probably gonna go outside and smoke a fucking stove. I'm gonna track how far I'm inhaling. I just know I don't feel it in my fucking lungs. It's so pointless.
I mean, there is that part of it too. Sometimes, like, especially when I'm at the skate park, like, I could probably borderline quit smoking, but then I get to the skate park and I start, like, talking to somebody and whatever, and we sit down on the ledge and we're bullshitting and talking about skate tricks, and then all of a sudden they pull out a Stoke and they hand me one, and I'm like, well, it would be rude not to take it, and now you're sitting on a ledge. Like, it's almost more of a social thing, and like you said, I just need some shit to do with my hands.
And I don't want to fuck with the vapes, which is it's not the lesser or the greater of the evils. I have no idea. I don't care. It's just not my thing. I'm a boomer. I'm an old schooler. I need my motherfucking tobacco wrapped in this paper. maybe with the brand. Man, I miss having a cigarette shop nearby. They got fucked at some point. But yeah, I guess it's just for it's something comfortable to do when I read my comics. Speaking of side business that I do, my buying and selling of comic books. Have you perchance heard of Absolute Batman? Sorry, this is geeky shit real quick. Have you heard of Absolute Batman?
No,
All right,
maybe.
so DC Comics are like cryptocurrency right now, and it's so volatile. It's in a bubble. So I've been going to my local comic shop and buying first editions of this particular title that's made comics popular as fuck again. And basically, I have 16 first issues with certain variant covers. I bought them all like for maybe $5 to $7 a piece, and on eBay they're selling for $2,000.
Oh,
If you just look up absolute anything, absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman, absolute Batman, it's just this. The market is fucking insane right now. So I'm taking full advantage. I'm just in this battle of like holding. How much longer do I want to hold, or do I want to get this money now? And with it that high, I don't think I'm gonna hold much longer. I need to get that money. Oh,
bro, buy some skateboards.
just to clarify, White Dragon, gold and silver will always be like the highest echelon, especially if it's CGC or graded. But no, look it up, Google it, go to eBay and put Absolute Batman number one, like the first print or 1A. That single issue I have is. Let me show you a $300 comic book. Hold on a second.
That's absolute. I mean, I guess it's not. I understand the collector thing and the rarity adds value, and like I get why they're so expensive, but that's insane.
So this book here, variant cover Jim Lee, this first print, I had no idea how big it was going to get. But this I could sell for $300 solo. If I was to sell, so let's say, just the first 6, and they're all first prints, and I have some doubles, thank God. This is like, I think maybe $200-$300, just 6 issues. So, yeah, there is money in the comic industry right now. I just like, I get so nervous about missing out on being able to make more money. But yeah, this is a whole
To
big.
put that in perspective for you, the 2 comic books you just showed would be enough to get me 20, I guess, depending on the wholesale discount, they would give me 25 to 30 skateboards.
For this whole stack I got here for a
For
couple
whatever you just said was worth a couple $100 a piece.
Oh, yeah. The first 6 issues, if I sold them as 1 through 6, a lot, if you will, that would probably be like, I could sell it alone. I could do a solo one for a couple $100, but the 6 issues, yeah, and then 1 through 16, $2,000. So and he's saying hold. This could be my retirement. That's what I'm saying, man. This was supposed to be a brief thing. These artists got together. Scott Snyder, Frank Cupolo. It was supposed to be something that was just going to be like 12 issues and done. All of these have gone so popular that they've extended it an entire year. So that means these are going to get rarer. They're making more and more prints. But I bought a 12th print or a 10th print for the foil cover because it cost me $7.99 and I can sell it for $50. That shit was just printed. It's fucking crazy right now. 10 years, 10 or so years. Who knows the future?
Absolutely wild, man. That stack of comic books could. Most of it would go to the actual storefront, but that stack of comic books could open up a skate shop on Venice Beach.
Dude, I have every single issue released thus far of Absolute Batman. I also have every single issue of Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman. So all of this, I'm sitting on maybe over $10,000 already. because they're all the first issues, day one releases. And I see you. I see you. I love my comic book. This is where I geek my comic book lore. This is where I geek out. I don't care that I do the shorts and I don't cap cut. I do what I like, how I like. Fuck it. No expectations. The who you're referring to, by the way, not bot, is the Batman Who Laughs, and they recently brought him back in a DCKO run. But it was a feint, and then they brought back the Joker Emperor or Emperor Joker. I'm gonna geek out. He's in control of the fifth dimension, so like he knows he's in a comic book and he can control everything. Dude, I gotta show you
Interesting.
one more comic book. The Joker fought Annabelle, and Superman fought Homelander, and I got that book. Hold on, I've got a bunch of copies. Oh, now I'm geeking out, guys.
We're crossing into the horror genre now too.
Every single.
I just figured out that's a ceiling. I thought that was your hat. That would be a very dope hat, but yes. I'm just trying to block out the light glare, which I'm not doing a very good job at, but you know. This was thrown together. I literally saw Eli was live and was like, oh, cool. And then he dropped the link and told me to get up here. So,
Yeah,
hi, internet.
I was struggling. And yeah, I have every Batman Who Laughs book up to the point where he was finally destroyed. And by God, he went celestial. All right, so this is one of my many copies. I bought these specifically for profit, but here's some shit. All right, the funniest battle I've done ever seen is the Joker versus Annabelle. All right, it's just they all get teleported out of this tournament. All right, so Plastic Man and Black Lightning, they fight Scorpion and Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Do you know Red Sonja, perchance?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Been around for years and years. She fights Wonder Woman. The Joker shit is hilarious because it's just him getting fucked with by the doll, and the whole thing is like, I saw you move, I saw you. But here, let me see if I could read a little.
But is it like a possession, or is he like actually trying to fight Annabelle?
So, all right, he's teleported to this house, and he walks up there, sees the doll, and that's just him meeting. Oh, and Vampirella fights Batgirl. I hope you know Vampirella, or maybe I'm just.
Yeah.
Oh, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They threw into this shit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, a teddy bear that is a serial killer. She's fighting Lex Luthor. The one that everybody wanted to see was Superman versus Homelander. You know Homelander, right?
Yeah.
From The Boys. Bro, this shit was such a badass page where they finally meet. Homelander just like holding a human's arm. Like, who the fuck are you?
I mean, as he does, casual.
Calling him a bitch-made Boy Scout. I want to get all right. So it's so funny seeing the Joker. All right. This is how he chooses to fight Annabelle, by having a cup of tea with her, and then trying to cut the doll, and then inevitably finally tries to strangle the doll. Here's all right. One-sided dialogue just for fun. Oh, Annabelle, you are a wicked one, aren't you? Why, your stories are almost as hilarious as my own, which really just makes me mad. I'm the only one that's supposed to be funny around here. So he snaps, and I'm going to show you the final panel where he loses it, and he's just strangling a fucking doll, saying, I saw you move, bitch, I saw you move. All right. Oh, there's a great splash page, and I'm done geeking. I swear it.
I mean, if they do it well, I just feel like it has the potential to ruin Joker and Annabelle.
Just a single. It's just a one issue collaboration. Let me see all the companies that we had: DC, Dynamite, Image, and wherever the fuck Annabelle's from, IDW. But I don't know. This is, I guess, my hobby, and I make a little fun. How did we get here and anything? Yeah, it's a... Will Eli stream High on Life too? Oh, matter of fact, I finally returned to High on Life, and I was thinking about how it was kind of fun to play that with y'all. And I beat the game finally. and I downloaded this extra episode, which is like High on My Knife or something. So I am gonna stream that. And yeah, High on Life 2, definitely. That game is just fun. I guess I have to worry about some of the content, but it's a funny game. There's no monetization happening, so I got no concerns. I'm totally gonna stream that shit. I want to get
Yeah,
back to some level of streaming on my
I
solo.
legit enjoyed watching those streams when you were doing that. Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
just be sitting here watching a YouTube video or whatever, and flip over to you playing video games, and it was like more entertaining.
yeah, right. Like when y'all were helping me with that nightmare game, and there was all puzzles and shit. Like that was fun to watch together, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I have a whole subsection of games that I have only kept to play for the first time while streaming. And not bot, I could tell you're a comic brother or sister. I'm gonna go brother. You got a male on your profile pic, but I am a turf. But yeah,
How dare you gender somebody?
I know, 2026. It's just you just don't do that. But yeah,
My skateboards will never assume your gender. cfiles.bigcartel.com.
your skateboards are genderless, I hear.
Not only are they gender neutral, they will not assume your gender.
Okay, because it would be highly disturbing if they had a gender. I can't think of anything more unpleasant than a skateboard like dragging its own junk down while you're just trying to, scratch over the streets there.
No, if it ever wants to touch it downstairs, it just reach up and hit me in mine. So,
Okay, that's how it identifies your gender on the low. So it is low key. It's a turf.
yeah, it identifies as probably the reason I don't have any children yet.
Oh dear. Well, at least it's still possible. So you have that. I think I'm too old now. When?
It's not like I've been that careful. I'm starting to think I might just be shooting blanks.
Oh, okay. Remind me if you're comfortable with it. Your age bracket. You're 30s, right?
31, about to be 32.
Got your whole life ahead of you, young man. Whole damn life.
Maybe it's because of the life I lived up until this point. Like, I feel like I'm on borrowed time. Everyone's like, "You're young." I'm like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, I think I've felt that for so long. I got a little tired of feeling that way, but it's not necessarily something you can always just kind of turn right off. We know what, we've done to our bodies, the poison we've imbibed in throughout our days. So it's kind of an uphill battle. We're trying to make things better, heal ourselves both mentally and internally. But yeah, who knows? It's just assume we're all on borrowed time and make the most of it. Shit. It's the
No,
best.
I mean, also, I think having that mentality of like, oh, I spent the first 30 years of my life fucking it up has kind of been a part of why, like you were just saying, how far we've all come. I think my mentality of like, oh no, I have to make up for 30 years of being a fucking idiot is why in the first couple years of my recovery, I've just been full board. Like, let's get back to where a normal 30-year-old man should be instead of still just acting like I'm 17 going skateboarding every day. Which I've somehow bullshitted my way into making that my job. So
take it as a blessing. I mean, and at least it puts you in somewhat of a social demographic atmosphere. It's a good spot. Oh shit, did I lose you? All right. Favorite franchise series? DC, Marvel. When I was a kid, I was Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage. See, Fouls, save the day. I was about to, because I gotta wake up fucking early. But hold on, we can't let you go like that. But and yeah, I got Old Man Wolverine. When Hulk eats Wolverine, Wolverine regenerates and pops out of his gut. Yeah.
hi internet for like the third time.
Yeah.
I tried to look at the chat and I accidentally hit the exit button.
Once the oh yeah, hey, that's not bullshit right there. Skate while you can. Once the joints start going, buddy. I mean, I see some healthier old folks out there doing their damnedest. You know,
It I on that note, it's borderline surprising how many people like I got here and within the first couple of weeks or so, I met this older dude. I think he said he was like 45 or 46. But basically, him and all of his 40 plus friends are making a skate video. And it's like, old man skate video thing. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I actually really like that idea. And now I'm just seeing like more and more like Facebook groups of being like skaters 35 plus, skaters 40 plus. It feels like old people skateboarding is kind of becoming a thing.
well, good. By God, and especially this day and age where everything is trying to pull our attention towards something like just artificial, and just we doom scroll, getting us into doom scrolling. Thank God for anybody that can break that cycle and make something, even a small community or a group. That's some of the best news I've heard today. So more power to them. I hope people can figure out things that they can do together that doesn't require just existing on the internet and getting in cyclical arguments all day.
Yeah, it's there's a lot more, and this is coming from two YouTubers. There's a lot more to life than the fucking internet. Go outside.
Which that's the blessing and curse of it all is, people want that consistency. They want you to give. I'm very happy with the people that know how I operate, and that I can't, or it just hasn't proven to be something I can put all of myself into. But here and there, it's fun. I don't have huge aspirations for here. I do for Stuck in the Middle, because I'm gonna keep on putting all of my effort into making that the greatest thing it can be. But here, I don't give a fuck. And any of the other like the one or two people that have channels that want to try and really fuck with me, I promise you take your shit far more serious. So it would behoove you to just find your lane, stick in it, and be serious about your shit, because I have nothing to lose. I'll care, but I won't be broken to pieces if this falls apart. So, I'm not being a badass. I'm not throwing warning shots. Just, think about it. Because the individual I'm thinking of, this is your life, motherfucker. This is
Yeah.
clearly your life. So, it's not worth it.
No, and I finally came to that same conclusion last summer where like I was trying to do this full time and make this my job, and like I've always said like, yeah, I guess I'm going to be a YouTuber now. And I kept getting monetization, like not strikes, but I couldn't monetize my video because I would put copyrighted music behind my skate videos. But if I didn't do that, I had like two beats to choose from, and I didn't just want to use the same beat every video. So finally, I just said, you know what? I'm going to make my skate videos how I want to make them. And then I just started doing that, and it was like I'm legitimately having way more fun on YouTube. And now,
Okay,
like making these little short things to promote my brand. Like I also don't. I'm not exactly settled. I'm obviously sitting in a house right now, but I don't have like a desk and internet not on my phone as a hotspot. Like I don't even have really a place to do a podcast right now. But I think even when I come back to that, I want it to be more of this. Just me and my friends sitting around talking shit, and who cares?
Yeah, and that, this is the pipe dream, so nobody take it too seriously, but that has always been like the fun goal to kick around. But life is too chaotic, especially when we take into account, our own individual responsibilities, my fucking job, my packaging and shipping of these comic books. I get orders every day. I gotta go this, there, and the other. Wah, wah, fucking oh, woe is me. But whenever we can. It's at least thank you for not holding it against me that I'm so like away from my phone. It's a shitty part of my personality. But if whenever you do have the interest, feel free to put it in the universe. So I'll be like, okay, that's on the back burner. So when I do go back, I can do something. And then we could try to like put a little more heads up to some of the people that know us. I'd love to see us do one of these with that whole both channels together thing because YouTube does that now.
Oh yeah, you can do that now, huh?
Yeah,
the collaboration thing.
right. So I'd love to see like the people that chill here and the people that chill with you and just chilling together or whatever, however the fuck that works. But I'm a boomer.
Yeah, man. I mean, eventually, ideally, I'll get myself to a spot where like skateboards are going good and whatever. Hopefully, the recovery center thing is going good. And then if I could just come home on whatever it is, let's say, I don't know, Friday night and get like you or Josh or fucking anyone to just hang out for a couple of hours, like I would rather have my podcast be kind of me just publicly bullshitting with my friends than try to like last summer when I was trying to do topics and stay on top of the hot Candace Owens gossip and it got exhausting being like, okay, what am I going to talk about on this video? What do I need to research? What do I need to like
for sure.
I'm so over it, dude. Just turn the camera on and have a good time.
You know what? But like one of the last things, what really puzzles me sometimes is when I'll choose to do a live from work on one of my breaks, and the hashtags will just be very generic. I'll just make it kind of clear something I'm gonna talk about, and out of the fucking blue, like the last one I did, this just diatribe for 12 minutes, 500 people ended up watching that shit within its 12-minute span. Like what? So YouTube algorithm, stop fucking with my
Isn't that
emotions.
weird?
Yes, I don't understand. And I've seen you've gone through that shit too.
Yeah, I'll randomly get like 1,000 views on something and be like, oh, nice. And then the next video gets like 30. And I'm like, what? Okay, sure. Why, internet?
I am giving YouTube a soul just so I can hurt it for doing all of the mind fuckery it does to my brain. Sometimes I think I'm like, okay, something's taking off, and then it brings you right back down to earth, middle
Or
earth.
like yesterday, the short I put up to promote the company, just same thing as I've been doing, just a little like 45-second to a minute video to just kind of show off my skating and get the logo out there and whatever. And the one from yesterday, I think got, I don't know, like 250, less than 300 views for sure. And then I posted one this morning, and like 10 minutes later, it came back to my phone and checked it, and it already had like 450 views. I was like, wait, so all day yesterday, I get 250-ish, and then in 5 minutes, I get 400 on this one, and it's borderline the exact same video. What is happening?
See, yeah, I don't know if you were there when Josh was describing. He made a short that ended up being, I don't know, 8 minutes or 6, whatever. It took him 8 hours to make it because of all the editing he put into it. 65 fucking views, and then the next one, it is. YouTube is bipolar, just like me. That I'm convinced.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's some passing words from the great white dragon. Then by God, I am tired. All right. Talk about art, skateboard, or what your passion is with what you want to do with that. Learn from what you guys are saying. What did you do or topic or whatever? That's your lane. Yeah. By God. And I'll say the most cheesy line ever that we all say. It's about the journey. No, not really. It's about finding out whatever the fuck works and start making it work. Yes, actions. One of his shorts got just random 64,000 views. and 100
Oh
subs
yeah.
off that. Yeah, shorts, man. If that's people out there that want to make a whole thing of shorts, see, I don't mind building off of shorts, but I want to make it known to the people that come here, like that's not what it's just gonna be. So I just, ever since how all these subs came to be, I don't want to repeat that fucking mistake.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I'm tired. I'm gonna smoke and half inhale. See, Fowls?
Hell yeah.
Good night, brother.
Yeah, you guys too. cfouls.bigcartel.com. Buy a skateboard. And I will start using my YouTube channel for more than just shorts here soon. I'm just trying to figure my life out. But I still exist, and I will actually be back on the internet soon.
All right. Bless you, brother. Take care.
Have a good night, man.
Peace out. All right. Well, what's the link? Oh shit. Well, I'm about to. Oh, the link. He said, say the link again.
Oh, here.
Cartel.
I can put it in the chat. Hold on.
Do that. Yes. Use your mod ability.
Let me. What is What is happening?
Well, we're waiting on you to put in the chat.
I know, and my phone is being weird right now. Hold on. All right, join the chat.
Thanks for.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't used StreamYard in so long. It's making me like.
Oh, you're
freaking-
on StreamYard. Well.
Oh, hey, now I can comment. Let's see, Fouls.
Now they're demanding blood.
Oh,
See, Fowls big.
there,
Cartel.
chat.
You could just copy paste that sucker and put it in the URL or as your URL, and it'll take you right to where you need to be. If he wasn't using StreamYard, that would be a link, and it'd take you right there. So, all right, folks, I gotta be up early. 20-mile drive on a spare. Need to repair that bitch, but yep, you can expect comic book shorts from me because I like doing it, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. And I'm gonna try to just do this here and there. No crazy promises, but you know you can catch me weekly, stuck in the middle show. Just go to my community posts, please. That's where the blood, sweat, and tears and like the real effort goes. I'll admit I'm a bit of a showman, but hey, come and see where I try to build the fruits of the labor there. All right, everybody, take care. God bless. Good night.
Much love, y'all.
Bye, internet.